Welcome. All right, guys, welcome back after a Newcastle win. 3-1 over Brighton. And welcome, Rachit bhai. What's up? क्या हाल है? At last, 1.5 महीने के बाद मैच जीत गए. At last.
Winners at last, huh? Whoa. I was waiting. I don't think I saw it this time, but I was waiting for the team photo to come in. It took what 2 months to get a team photo now. When I don't even remember when was the last time that we won. And in this one as well, the moment we took our initial lead, the first goal was scored. Generally, people get happy that your team is scoring. Somehow, for everything that has happened recently, we got nervous. Just a moment.
So, guys, meanwhile, as you know, Newcastle United have won the match against Brighton 3-1. आज बात करेंगे. We will break down what happened, what it means for the table, and where we will go from here. So bear and with me and stay with me. We have a panel, and it's welcome to the series, the Indian Magpie Show, second episode. And Rachit bhai is here. He's back. So Rachit bhai, yes, continue. आप क्या बोल रहे थे कि usually script होता है ना, एक गोल के बाद we know what कहाँ जाना है ये match as usual.
Well, so I don't. So initially, when the takeover happened, one thing that was known about Eddie Howe was, okay, Eddie Howe's teams cannot defend.
Yeah,
they weren't great teams at defending. They were great at scoring. They were very attacking, very aggressive. The mentality of the team used to be where you score 3 goals, we'll score 4. You score 5, we'll score 6. Okay, that did not happen, but that was the mentality of the team. कि आप जितना भी स्कोर करोगे, we'll score more than that. But for the first, when we went through the first season, we were the team which gave very little goals. I think for the whole season we had given 25, 26 goals. So it was brilliant, and that created an expectation. उसके बाद से it did not happen. It did not go that well. But still, it wasn't as bad as this season. This season, especially since the turn of the year, since 2026, every time you score, for every goal that you score, you have an idea that we are going to give up 2, if not more. Like what happened in the Barcelona game, for example. Barcelona, when we went to Camp Nou, the first half was brilliant. We were trying to match them. Second half, तो भाई पता नहीं क्या हो गया था.
I think that was a very generational humiliation, and वो forced error. वो जो अपने ग्रुप में था, the famous Eddie Howe talks. I don't know वो कान में क्या बोलता है लोगों के. And after half time, yeah. So मेरे पास एक छोटी सी slide है. Yesterday game, if we can talk on this, and then we can talk.
Sure.
And अभी मैंने news देखा, अभी confirm हो गया है कि Eddie Howe is staying. It's breaking news.
Yeah, it just came out. I think it came out like, let's say, an hour or 1.5 hour back, where media's just getting it, where we have Eddie Howe for the next year. We were thinking about Jose Mourinho and Nagelsmann and who all, but it is Eddie Howe. So
yeah, Eddie Howe is confirmed. It's a breaking news. If अगर आपने नहीं सुना है, if you're an Indian fan, a Premier League fan, so Eddie Howe is staying. It's official now. So बात करेंगे जो मीटिंग्स हुई थी उसका क्या आउटकम था, बट कल के मैच की थोड़ी सी बात कर लेते हैं, बिकॉज आई हैव अ स्लाइड फॉर इट. सो न्यूकासल काउंटर अटैकिंग कल, क्योंकि हम पीछे बैठे थे. व्हाई वी वॉन? बिकॉज हम सिट बैक, ये यूजुअली हम सिट बैक में अच्छा नहीं है. ऑल द बेस्ट नेथन भाई, वेलकम. बलविंदर भाई की कमेंट्स लेंगे. हम नहीं देख रहे मर्सी साइड में क्या हुआ है, बिकॉज वी आर डूइंग दिस, बट आप जीत गए हो ना. नेथन भाई, वेलकम. आपको आप लाइक कर दो स्ट्रीम को, एंड सब्सक्राइब आपने किया हुआ है. एंड आपको भी बता दे, एडी हाउ इज स्टेइंग फॉर नेक्स्ट सीजन. एंड अगर 1 गेम है वीक है तो हमें यूरोप शायद दिलवा देगा वापस. बट big rebuild is coming on this summer. Watch out. And I don't know. I have a bit of positive intuition. I have a good positive intuition. Record of United of leading first half. OT. Yeah. So still intact. Okay. So Brighton का 68% possession था, and we had a 32. 13 total shots, 6 shots on target. मैंने कल देखा ओसूला के स्टैट्स देखे. ओसूला ने 2 पास निकाले थे, पर उसने 4 शॉट्स लिए थे. But Osula, what a player! I think he could stay in a team. I don't know. आपका क्या लगता है? और वो या एक one game में वो से मतलब पर वो after United game जब भी उसको मौका मिला, he's looking great.
See, one difference when people say Osula is just Miguel Almiron in a different position, one very big difference that is there between Osula and Miguel Almiron is Miguel Almiron never took shots.
Yeah.
And Osula does. Osula, every time there's an opportunity, if there's a shot open, even if it is not open, Osula will take a shot. Most of the times, the ball he'll get stuck on his feet and he'll trip, he'll fall. But if there is an opportunity, he tries taking a shot. So that is a very big difference, very big advantage.
मुझे तो वो प्लेयर हमेशा पसंद है रचित भाई the player who is not hesitant to take a shot. I love those players because as a footballer what is the best chance to score? Take a shot.
That is how you should be. If you're an attacker, that is the first thing that should be there in your repertoire is that you should be able to take shots. If you score or you don't score, that's a different story altogether. But you have to take shots. Osula at least fits into that criteria.
इसके बारे में क्या कहना चाहोगे? Yes or no?
Sell Visa. Well, I somehow did you get to see the interview that he did with one of his friends from Congo? I did not see the whole interview, but some clips here and there, yes. So, did you get a chance to see the interview?
वो जो अभी आया, no, I didn't. When he said I'm a soldier, that stuff, right?
Right.
पूरा नहीं देखा नहीं.
Well, so I haven't seen the whole thing as well. I've seen those clips where he's talking about the shirt and he's talking about the love for the club and everything. Just for the sake of it, see, now you've got your striker position. What is the issue that you have? You've got Osula, you've got Visa, you've got Nick Voltemada. Voltemada, do we want to sell Voltemada? Yes or no?
मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ, but I think वो जाएगा. He's not happy.
Now that there is a confirmation that Eddie Howe stays, that tells us a very important thing.
Yeah.
Because if Eddie Howe is staying, and
maybe he was not happy at the team photo yesterday.
Right. If Eddie Howe stays, that means he's not going to. He might try pre-season games. He's going to try and put Voltemada in the forward position. He'll try to show at least to the world that he's open to a change and he's open to bring Voltemada up ahead. But I think what is going to happen is also Voltemada is going to have a brilliant World Cup.
Yeah, exactly. मैं ये बोला उसको world class World Cup होगा और we would have a good bidders for him. We will recoup the value 100%. उसमें कोई किंतु परंतु नहीं है. We will get a good value and I think he will go and then we will see. Hope he would have stayed. We had a world class striker.
Right. Now that happens. What is the next striker that you have between the two, Visa and Osula? Now Osula, he's at the age that he would get an opportunity somewhere else to be the first striker.
Yeah.
And he would need that. At the same time, there might be chances where if he moves to a different league, possibly because he's fast, moving to a different league can help him. Let's say if he goes to Germany or France or even Spain, for example.
Yeah, he would be great there.
I'm sure he'll do much better than what he is in the Premier League. Because Premier League की pace के लिए he's not very fast, but for any other league, he's going to do much better.
But still, I think उसके पास pace है. What is good thing about Osula is he's chaotic. जब वो निकलता है, he create a chaos. लंबे strides है. As we talked, वो डरता नहीं shots लेने से. और उसके जो कल भी almost United के against जो कल वो बारह था shot वैसा आ गया था, वो miss हो गया था. I think it's the same repetition, same strides and the same thing and same positioning and he would have scored as well that time.
He would have scored. The problem was he did not take what do you call it? An aerial shot. He took it as a grounder where he took one or two bounces. Now, when a ball bounces, the curling of the ball doesn't happen as much as it would happen aerially. So, if he would have taken an aerial shot, possibly that chance of the ball bending into the top corner might have happened. But he's got a few skills up his sleeve. He's got a dribble, and So
He's saying
because of
आप
that,
आपको खिला दो, you will play better than Visa. You are looking Indian.
well, back in the day, possibly not today. So that way is, yeah, Osula is, as you said, creates a havoc, is a lot of problem to the defenders, whoever we are playing against. But he cannot be a third striker. He cannot be the third striker. At the same time, he cannot be a first striker as well. He's not
Yeah,
that good enough. Let's say he's never going to have, at least in the next year or two, हमारे लिए he's not going to have a 20-goal season.
yeah. But
And we need a
surprisingly,
striker to do that.
आठ गोल का सीजन आ गया उसका. ये
Yeah,
and playing that too less.
too little. Yeah. I see. That is the thing. Now, if he gets on a run, we also had a run where Miguel Almiron scored 12 goals for us.
Yeah,
I nothing against Miggy, very lovely character, very nice person, but somehow as a player was never there for us. Was never there at the level that we needed him at. He was there for us, yes, but never there at the level. So Osula, similarly, I think we can let Osula go
okay. And we will
because
get a
you
good
are
value
going to,
now.
yeah, you are going to get good value as well. And eventually, if you are going to make a loss on Visa, why not keep him back and give that chance to him as well, where he gets the opportunity of a preseason, or he gets to recover completely his knee issue that he's complaining about in that video. Give him all the chances, because eventually, as a third striker, you need somebody who's got at least some skills, who's got some
Yeah.
performance in him. He all at least has the Premier League experience. अगर हम कोई
Yeah.
नया आदमी लेके आए जो who's got no Premier League
I
experience,
think
comes from a
if we
different
want to
league.
go for the players like Delap and something, मैं तो कह रहा हूँ Visa को रख लो. At least it's better.
Liam Delap, nah.
Yeah, would say the better. I think he would be.
Liam Delap say I think Visa would be Visa, as in, see, Delap, if you're not going to get Delap for the first striker position.
Yeah,
So if you don't want to get a first striker, as in if you don't want Delap as your first striker, why go for him? I think there was some connection about Nicholas Jackson as well. The same story. Instead of getting
Yeah.
Nicholas Jackson, you can have this guy.
yeah,
And moving Osul out, we might make some money out of it as well. So
Yeah.
moving Osul out gives us positive inflow. Nick Voltamada post World Cup possibly gives us at least we break even, or we make a positive trade.
or maybe at least let's say 5 to 10 million loss would be. It's okay.
Yeah, 5 to 10 million loss is not really a loss. वो break even आ जाएगा ना. Your asset gets depreciated in the year as well. So for
Yeah.
a season that he's played, उतनी तो
हाँ.
cost उसकी cover हो गई.
Yeah.
So based on that, let's say it was what, 69 million pounds that we bought him at. So if he goes out for a 65 or a 60 million pound as well, I don't think he'll go that low. But अगर वो नीचे जाता है, that's also a fair price for us.
Yeah. So कल की ये continue and कल की बात करके फिर then we will talk on the slide. Let's the slides. Brighton ने 11 shots लिए, चार on target थे. I think Brighton were a better team in all the sense, but it was a replica version of Newcastle United in many games.
You play well, but you end up on the losing side. That is what happened with Brighton. They were playing really well. They were connecting well. जो Brighton का एक goal गया, that goal might come in the goal of the month, because the way they passed and they've
Yeah.
broken through the defense, it was really a pleasing goal to watch.
The way Brighton plays, it was a positive for the team, for us, because हम पीछे सिट बैक कर रहे थे, वो पास रोटेशंस पे चल रहे थे, तो एक मिस पे पास है, आपके पास रनर्स हैं, ओसूला वो भाग के तो काउंटर पे करेंगे, और कल गेम काउंटर पे ही जीता था.
Right.
एंड सेकंड हाफ वाज नॉट वेरी ग्रेट, क्या थोड़ा कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं था, बट वी क्रिएटेड चांस. उन्होंने सिटर मिस किया, मिंटा ने, और बाद में विसा ने भी मिस कर दिया विद इन अ मिनट और 2 मिनट्स. आई डोंट नो कितने टाइम का गैप था, बट हैंड टू हैंड वो दोनों ने मिस कर दिए, मौके थे दोनों के पास. सो बट फर्स्ट हाफ वाज अ गुड हाफ फॉर न्यूकासल यूनाइटेड. तो आप देख सकते हैं, एंड आई थिंक निक पोप की मैं बीच में बात करेंगे. निक पोप इज अ कैरेक्टर भाई. 2 जबरदस्त उसने स्टॉप लिए, और अगेन सेकेंड हाफ में था क्या, जो बिल्कुल रूटर्स के उसने पास दिया, वो करके रूटर्स लड़खड़ा गया, वो बॉल वहां से गोल हो सकता था. हाउलर, और एक तो हाउलर कर भी दिया था उसने एक और.
Yeah, that is. I see. That was one reason why I think Nick Pope could never dislodge Jordan Pickford in the English team. Back from the Burnley days, mein when Nick Pope was the second English keeper, he's a brilliant shot stopper, but nothing beyond that. He
Yeah.
cannot pass. He cannot. जो बॉल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है दैट इजंट
वो तो
ग्रेट.
पैथेटिक ऐसा लगता है फ्लिप फ्लॉप खेल के मतलब पहन के खेलता है.
So that is the thing. That was the reason why I think Ramsdale, when Ramsdale was at Arsenal, that is when Ramsdale overtook Nick Pope in the English setup.
Yeah.
I think last season Nick Pope came back. Tuchel wale इसमें भी Tuchel wale project में भी he came for one or two international friendlies and then he went back. So I don't think Nick Pope, we are certainly beyond that. Goalkeeper, we are going to look for a first goalkeeper.
Yeah, we need a goalkeeper 100%. Nick Pope confirm कर रहा है, yes, and I hope anyhow के जो भरोसा है वो उठे निक पोप से भी, तू मेरा बच्चा नहीं है. Well, thanks to a player like Pickford, of course. Okay. Bruno Guimaraes, again, man of the match, Bruno Guimaraes. When Bruno plays, Bruno नाम में ज्यादा, Bruno plays, we win. पिछले कौन सा मैच था जो आते ही फर्स्ट मैच में ही वो मतलब असिस्ट मिला नहीं, वो असिस्ट दिया जाता जो पास निकाला था when
it was Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, Bruno Guimaraes again yesterday match, वो क्या पास निकाला to Jacob Murphy, and Jacob Murphy भाई क्या पिन पॉइंट क्रॉस नीचे गिरा था, बिल्कुल पिन पॉइंट क्रॉस, and that too ओसुला ने भी उसको कैपिटलाइज किया. सो तीनों बंदों का मतलब 100% कमिटमेंट. एक डैन बर्न को I don't know why he played at left back, but the header he took, it was a great header as well. बहुत जबरदस्त.
Jacob Murphy for I think for 5 minutes he felt he was playing with Alexander Isak. Yeah. Suddenly he got the skills from the last season that he was playing. He was that good. But then I think beyond 55-60 minutes he started fading. So it was when they changed, the substitution happened, it was right, where Murphy did what he could and then he was substituted. So that was nice. Bruno Guimaraes, I think it is now a known fact. When Bruno is playing, it always is an advantage for us. One name that we were missing for the past two matches was Joe Linton.
Yeah.
That made a very big difference. Joe Linton, the way he is, I don't know. I don't know if you saw when Joe Linton was, if you were following when Joe Linton was the striker for Newcastle.
Oh, that was 2019 or 2020 something, right?
Yeah, 18, 19, 20, I think.
Hoffenheim से 40 million pounds की वो bid आई थी.
Yeah. But that was the thing. Joe Linton was pathetic as a striker, but he still had a good game. As in, you could see that his ball movement is nice, ball progression is nice. He can pass, but somehow just could not shoot. And what do you need from a striker? To shoot.
He's just shooting, yeah.
So that is why he wasn't that great. But since he's come into the midfield and the strength that he has, the strength that he adds to our midfield, that is where the quality shows up. And he's a brilliant player. More than I think between Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Linton, I think Bruno and Joe Linton impacted the game much more than the way Sandro did.
100%. ये तो है ही. Bruno Guimaraes का तो stat ये है, if he misses, we almost, it's certain we lose. Joe Linton का इस season का है, the number of matches he missed, वो match शायद पता नहीं अभी था, I think एक या दो matches के अलावा, before the stat which I have read in March, एक या दो game से ज़्यादा नहीं जीते थे without Joe Linton हम इस season.
Right. That is the thing, na, that he puts he scares the other opposition midfield or their defense as well. That is a good thing to have in your midfield. Midfield, yeah, striker position as well. I don't know if you remember the Chelsea. Where is he now? Fulham, I think, right? Adama Traore.
Yeah. No, he's in West Ham, no?
West Ham now. Sorry,
that big guy,
he's
the
been to
gym guy.
Right. So in the I don't know if you saw that thing where Adama Traore is coming towards João Pedro.
Yeah. वो match देखा था with the Chelsea. It was Jao Pedro and it was
Yeah,
Cucurella. Yeah,
yeah. Jao Pedro pushed him, and then
yeah,
Adbak came in that he's going to kill him. वो expression तो वैसे ही थे उसके. So
yeah,
that kind of a guy you require in your midfield as well, where people are just scared of him. They don't want to talk to him. They want to stay away from him.
yeah.
I don't know if you saw this at the end of after the end of the match. There was something happening with Jason Tyndall as well as their manager as well. There was some pushing and nudging happening.
I didn't saw that. I didn't saw that.
Have a look. There was a fight brewing there as well, where Kieran Trippier comes in the middle and then pushes them aside.
Oh, okay, okay. कल जो subs थे, कल का क्या मैच था? It was like the team sheets came. It was pathetic. But the look, people, there was a guy. He said, "Your bench looks scary, man." Like ये bench पे बिठा रखा है 300 million. Your bench looks scary. Yes.
Bench was scary. The team was not. That was a
Yeah.
problem, or maybe that worked to our advantage.
Yeah. So deploying Osula and Joelinton to maintain a bruising physical जो अभी बात कर रहे थे. Deep block discipline. I think मतलब yesterday game was very unlike for us. मतलब usually ये game हारे हमने ऐसे leads लेके sitting back, हम sit back करते हैं तो we cannot defend well. But I think Brighton पे pressure था. They want to be in Europe. So वो I don't know. They were not going for the win. वो equalizer के लिए ही जा रहे थे. They were not going for the win. If they would have gone for a win, अगर Brighton का European जो है ना यूरोपियन कंपटीशन ऑनलाइन नहीं होता, आई थिंक ब्राइटन वुड हैव वॉन यस्टरडे.
Possibly, but then see, I think it was just destiny for them, because they played that well that they could have won that game.
Yeah.
It is just that somehow it did not work out for them. Nick Pope has saved a volley. He saved a bicycle kick. He saved pretty much everything, and then Nick Pope also gave 3 chances away for them as well. Nick Pope खुद से गोल दे भी रहा था, which still did not go for them. So it is all bad luck or game of a luck for them.
So Arsenal 76 points and Manchester City 70, Manchester United I think 60, अब 3 points और जुड़ गए होंगे. Newcastle 45. The good news is we are safe. जो एक नया narrative बन सकता था, जो brew up हो रहा था, I think we are safe. But it's pathetic. मतलब आप चैंपियंस लीग टीम होके और आप रेलीगेशन में जाने के कगार पे आ गए थे. It was like slap on your face.
We are safe. You know what is hurting me more than us being at 13th? Man United being at 3rd. I just don't like them.
But आपको अगर ये हो सिटी और आर्सेनल टाइटल, who would you like to win? Who you okay? Because I think Arsenal is okay. For me, Arsenal is okay if they win than City.
I would want City to win.
Okay.
So with Arsenal being bottlers for so many years now, I was I think September or October, I was talking to people and everybody was like, this season Arsenal is going to win it. It is going to happen. I said, no. I know by the end of March, February, March, they are going to start struggling. They are going to lose points. Did not happen in February. Did not happen around March as well. And people were laughing, this time to Arsenal is going to win and all that. I have a very good friend who is an Arsenal supporter. And the same thing happened with me, with him. He's like, this time we are winning and all of that. But somehow, they started faltering now. And between Mikel Arteta and Pep Guardiola, I would want Guardiola to win every day of the week.
ओके बलविंदर भाई, आप इंटैक्ट रहे, आपके कमेंट्स अभी लिए जाएंगे. मैं एक स्लाइड्स फिनिश कर दूं. डोंट वरी, ही इज डाई हार्ड मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड सपोर्टर, बलविंदर भाई.
Oh wow.
ओके, यूरोप इज गॉन फॉलोइंग.
I'll give him a reason why I hate them as well. Not
yeah. आप उनकी बात सुनना. Don't just get baited by his talk. Then as a fan, why he hates Manchester United आपको पता चलेगा. मैं तो हेट किसी को नहीं करता. मैं मैन सिटी को इसलिए जीतता नहीं देखना चाहता because recently Manchester City is the sole reason we are out of most of the competition. So I say don't let them win.
Well, nothing that they could do about it as well, right? Because it was a draw. They came against us. Even Pep Guardiola made a statement that I think we have to stop playing against Newcastle United this season.
Yeah.
So that was a statement from them as well. They tried. Okay, they are a better team. They won. Nothing we could do anything about it, or they could change anything about it. Okay.
Bournemouth, Arsenal, Crystal Palace. The only concerning thing is जो बलविंदर भाई ने बोला यही season finish करो Sunderland से ऊपर. That's all. We have the worst season, their best season, and still we should finish above Sunderland. It's fine.
See, if we finish about Sunderland, it's fine, but then we've still lost both the games to them.
Yeah, ये जो
So
slides में भी है देखो.
it doesn't change. It doesn't change anything for us because even if we finish above them, and let's say you go and speak to a Sunderland fan, the Sunderland fan is going to rub it in your face that you still lost both
Yeah.
the games against us. So it doesn't give us much about it, right? Hey, man, let me just go full screen. Right.
ओके ये देखो आप सीजन वेवलेंथ आपने मैचेस जीते मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड चेल्सी स्पर्स के अगेंस्ट जीते बट यू आर लूजिंग टू बॉर्नमथ एवर्टन एंड सनडरलैंड एंड दैट टू ट्वाइस अगेन सो ये मतलब आपकी सीजन बता रहा आप बड़ी टीमों से तो जीत जा रहे हो नो डिसरिस्पेक्ट बट आपको वो भी तो रिजल्ट्स पे तो निकालने एक तो बॉर्नमथ से आप नहीं जीत पा रहे हो मुझे तो ब्राइटन भी उसमें लग रहा था ब्राइटन आई डोंट नो आफ्टर लॉन्ग टाइम यू आर विनिंग अगेंस्ट ब्राइटन वरना बॉर्नमथ ब्राइटन दे आर इन सेम कैटेगरी so yeah and
there was a statement that once English cricketer I don't know if you know him Graeme Swan retired now but Graeme Swan had made a statement. Graeme Swan is a Magpie fan I think and there was this headline in Times of India which once came where Graeme Swan says we are like the Magpies of cricket where what we did was what he meant was England plays well against very good teams. England plays very bad against bad cricket teams. Like England used to, at those times, England used to lose against Zimbabwe. They used to lose against Bangladesh, but they played well against Australia, South Africa, India. So that was the reason why that was the statement and comment. So Newcastle always plays good against better teams, and we don't play well against teams from the lower half.
सो फाइनल रन सिनेरियोज अगर हम 3 में 3 जीतते हैं 54 पॉइंट्स के साथ फिनिश करेंगे अगर एक जीतते हैं एक हारते हैं एक ड्रॉ के साथ 49 एंड फॉरेस्ट अवे इज एंड गुड न्यूज इज वी आर सेफ and Forest would be a good game I think and they have got a good manager and new manager bounce bolo ya kuch bhi bolo
who's the Forest manager now
wo the ex-Wolf manager Victor
Nuno
नो नूनो नहीं नूनो के बाद उन्होंने सैक कर नूनो के बाद तो 2 सैक कर दिए नूनो के बाद वो आया पोस्ट एंज आए थे एंज को सैक करके फिर शॉन डाइच को लेके आए शॉन डाइच को सैक करके फिर एक और आया जो वुल्स के फर्स्ट इस सीजन के स्टार्टिंग में जो मैनेजर थे नाम नहीं याद आ रहा विक्टर
नहीं फाका तो
नहीं विक्टर पेरेरा समथिंग
नॉटिंघम फॉरेस्ट मैनेजर
विक्टर पेरेरा हाँ विक्टर
परेरा ओके
एंड क्योंकि नूनो के बाद आए थे एंज पोस्टेकोग्लू फिर शॉन डाइच और शॉन डाइच के बाद विक्टर परेरा आए थे
नूनो स्टिल देयर समवेयर राइट नूनो आई थिंक इज
वेस्ट हैम नूनो इज वेस्ट हैम
ओह ओके then I think West Ham still has a good chance of getting saved. Nuno was a good manager somehow.
They shouldn't have sacked him. अगर वो इस Nuno इस season starting से अगर रहते इस Forest would be a better team, on a better placed.
Much better.
और अगर हम सारे हारते हैं तो 45 पे फिनिश करेंगे against Fulham and
I think we'll prepare for losing all the 3 matches. And then anything happens beyond that, anything that changes. अगर हम तीनों जीत जाए तो बहुत अच्छी बात है नहीं जीते तो we'll at least not feel bad about it.
And next match हमारा है फॉरेस्ट के साथ और आप अपने पिछले मैन ऑफ द मैच की रेटिंग्स दे सकते हैं बलविंदर भाई आपके कमेंट्स लेंगे एंड आई विल जस्ट पुट दिस स्लाइड ऑन द साइड एंड लेट्स टॉक ऑन now the summer thing and आप अपनी बात बता सकते हो why you don't like Manchester United in this following transition.
Right, so Man United, how it happened was, see, back when I was watching football, when I started following back in 98 99, that was the only club that was known to the world. Besides, I think one of the only few in at least my circles or from the place that I am at, I was one of the very few that supported any other club than Man United. So every other fan was from Man United. And then what happens is that because it was the time when they were doing well, it was the time when Alex Ferguson was on top of his game, where everybody, every other season, they were winning. So they liked rubbing it on our faces.
Yeah.
And all you could do is you'll have to take it, right? You cannot do much about it because you're not the one making the team, you're not the one controlling it, you're definitely not the one playing. So you took while you can, and now when it is their time, I don't want that time to change. I just don't want that time to change. And also the fact that Shearer refused, Man United did not sign for them, that contributed a bit. Then there were players like some players really good, which uh, let's say for example a Berberta who played there really great. Uh, I hated Michael Owen for what he did to us,
Yeah.
and when he left us, went to Man United. So everything accumulated to where Man United and my feelings are, and they are not going to change anytime soon.
Yeah. द सेम थिंग अभी कोई अभी से फॉलो करना स्टार्ट करे न्यूकासल यूनाइटेड को एंड इफ द सेम थिंग व्हाट हैपेंड लास्ट समर विद द लिवरपूल अगर एक दो प्लेयर्स और करते हैं द सेम थिंग वुड बी हैपनिंग टू द लिवरपूल जो न्यूकासल के फैन वो लिवरपूल को नहीं पसंद करेंगे
Definitely.
इसाक से आया इसाक तो बर्बाद हो गया है फ्रिम्पोंग से लड़ाई कर ली
Yeah, that I did not know. I think I heard that he got injured again, and
या
he's
ही इज
out for
आउट
2
फॉर
weeks.
2 वीक्स बलविंदर भाई आप बताओ क्या क्या हिसाब किताब हुआ है इसाक का ही फाइटेड ऑन अ पिच और बिहाइंड द ड्रेसिंग रूम व्हाट इज हैपनिंग एंड आपके थॉट्स दो शब्द इसाक के लिए क्या लगता है आपको ही कम बेटर विल ही कम गुड और नॉट
I don't think so. I think he's going to leave Liverpool very soon. He will leave the Premier League because he thought he was getting the his most ambitious transfer that he had when he was going to Liverpool. Did not work out for him. I don't think Liverpool will be in a title run next year as well. So he is going to get a move out of the Premier League, hopefully to a place like Barcelona or a bigger club in some of the other leagues, and try to make it better again for himself
बट
there.
बार्सिलोना मुश्किल है ना कि बार्सिलोना तो पैसे ही नहीं दे पाएगी उसको
Well, uh, I don't know. Ambition होगा अगर तो आदमी जा सकता है. And Barcelona, knowing the way they have planned their club, Barcelona, I don't know if you remember, there were 2 seasons where it was said that Barcelona won't be able to do any signings, but somehow they still manage buying players, so they can work their books around. And if they work their books around, they've got a chance where Lewandowski is about to get beyond his prime. I'm sure he is beyond his prime, but he's still scoring goals. So very soon, Lewandowski will be moving on, and then there is a definite scope to get a striker like Alexander Isak into the team there.
बट लेट्स मूव ऑन फ्रॉम इसाक अब बिकॉज एक लास्ट न्यूज हमारे भी मैनेजर कंफर्म हो गए हैं एंड लिवरपूल के आर्ने स्लॉट वुड बी देयर सो मे बी दिस इज व्हाई यू आर नॉट थिंकिंग आर्ने स्लॉट इज कंफर्म्ड ही वुड बी देयर मैनेजर फॉर नेक्स्ट सीजन एज वेल
Oh wow, that I did not know.
सो आई थॉट आपको उसी बात को संज्ञान में रख के बोले थे भी हाँ वो भी टाइटल कंटेंशन में नहीं होंगे फिर भी
No. That I did not know, and honestly, that I don't care about as well.
ओके तो अब जो न्यूज आई है हाउ यू सी दैट एंड योर थॉट्स ऑन इट इज इट ओके एंड वेयर वी विल गो फ्रॉम दिस आफ्टर द मैच
See, once it is decided, we have to live with it. And I think the statement was also this, that there was a consensus between the management, with the owners, and with Eddie Howe as well, that whatever happened this season, that should not be repeated. We all know that when we get into a 1 game per week setup, our performance is going to improve. The difficulty that we are going to face is that we are not going to find, we don't have Europe to offer, and that is why we are not going to find very big players who would be coming our way. We
because
definitely know there are some players who are going to leave.
yep.
So planning that is very important. I hope this is the time where I think Ross Wilson should justify the money that he makes, because it is now on him to get right people into the team and into the setup.
Yeah, because Ross Wilson is known for bringing a lot of players every season in and out. But ये कई बार backfire कर जाता है. It's a double-edged sword because you keep on bringing in and out, तो अब squad में consistency नहीं बनती. So I hope it doesn't become a case in Newcastle United. We get the good incomings because in Forest he brought some good players. I like their Murillo guy. That guy is a good guy. It's him वो लेके आया. ये जो अभी Martinez की जो deal sign की, it's a Ross Wilson's kind of a signing, right? Ross Wilson. So I think he's as of now he's looking fine. And
He is good with finding gems from. I think he's got a nice scouting team in South America, so he's good finding players from there.
yeah,
Hopefully it works for us, and where we get long-term prospects. Long-term prospects के साथ साथ, whenever you need to change and freshen up the team, he's got enough options.
the problems you suffered this year will be suffered by Newcastle. क्या problem suffered की? यूरोप नहीं है तो big names नहीं आएगा, ऐसा नहीं है. उसके यूनाइटेड के पास भी
Hold on.
आप मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड हो भाई, हम न्यूकासल यूनाइटेड है. दैट्स द थिंग.
नहीं. What is the problem that you guys faced?
भाई आपको सारे तो प्लेयर्स मिले.
You got Semenyo. Sorry, not Semenyo.
Mbeumo, Cunha.
You got Mbeumo. You got Sesko. Who else?
Cunha.
You got Cunha.
ये तीनों प्लेयर्स हमें चाहिए थे.
ये तीनों प्लेयर आप हमें दे दो. I'm sure we'll be in Champions League or we'll be challenging for the title.
And
so there is no problem that you face here.
ये सारे हमारे फर्स्ट चॉइस थे ना. We had the first choice of Mbeumo. Then we got Elanga, right?
Elanga. Mbeumo to Elanga. How happy we should be. Man United sold the player 3 years back, and then he went to a different club, and from there he's coming to us, and they are sad that they had to face something. They had to face an issue. You are right now sitting on third position. If that is not a situation, that is you doing well, and you getting good players. I don't know how it is not good for you. And we are not going to find good players, because when we were sitting in the European position, we still did not get our first preferences. We did not get Liam Delap. We did not get João Pedro. We did not get Cunha. We did not get Mbeumo. We also went for Semenyo. Every team that we play against, I always see names that did not come to us and went to these teams or went to...
We didn't get Kerkez. We didn't get Frimpong. We didn't get Huijsen.
Everybody. If we start getting all our targets, we are definitely title challenging team. वो जो 2030 project है, that becomes 2028 if we get all our targets this season.
Yeah,
but वो नहीं होने वाला. I know.
I don't know 2030 वो क्या सोच के बोला है. 2035 भी बोलते तो भी. But ठीक है, at least he shooting his stars. मतलब कुछ बात करने का तो है.
See, it is aspiration. I'll tell you, this is something that I tell everybody. If you don't plan for the stars, you'll never end up at the moon.
Yeah.
So you have to have aspiration. If you have to have, let's say, for any other player coming in as well, that player is going to see that they have aspiration to go for the title in 2030, which is achievable in the next 3-4 years. If somebody is going to think of sitting in 2026, they think 2030 is when they are thinking of going for the title. That means at least coming 3 years, they are going to go for Champions League bare minimum. And that is going to work to your advantage. Agar main, as a CEO, if I come and tell you, oh, I don't think we are going to, this is not the Man City times, and I don't think we are going to do well in the near future, and any title hopes we are going to have is in 2040. What is the aspiration that you're going to give to your players? What is the aspiration that you're going to give to anybody who's thinking of coming to Newcastle United? So that is a very strategic response, yes. Hopefully that motivates the existing team as well, that they have to do well and perform and get something out of their careers at Newcastle.
And एक चीज और, recently जो build-up बन रहा है in the Newcastle United, for me it's looking positive, and I hope the PIF ownership comes to every match so we win the matches.
Hopefully. I think Yasir Al Rumayyan, every time that he plays in halftime or maybe post match, he plays football there on the pitch. That
Yeah.
helps our team as well.
Yeah. एक चीज मैं पूछूंगा, अभी जो मीटिंग हुई है, व्हाट आर द आउटकम्स यू थिंक जो बाहर सरफेस क्या हुए, बिकॉज आई हैव नो बिगर आइडियाज ये
Nobody, nobody's got any clue. I don't know if you saw in our the Newcastle United group as well. I was trying to ask any feedback on whatever's happening.
yeah
Nobody's got any information, which is why now that we know, अभी जो recent outbreak हुआ है कि भाई Eddie Howe is going to stay back for the next year. So slowly, steadily, information is going to come out. So possibly by the next week when we do this, we'll have more information on everything that has happened in that meeting.
and I think Eddie Howe would have not got a free hand, नहीं मिला होगा, foot step down foot, he would have be under pump, मतलब step down किया है उन्होंने, जो ownership है, they would have given him big caution.
Right.
Like,
See, whatever's happened, I'm sure. I don't know if you saw this. Once the final whistle was blown, Eddie Howe turned towards the bench, looked up towards Yasir Al Rumayyan, and then he was smiling and he was happy that he's won.
yeah.
So there is some internal communication definitely that is happening, which we are not privy to, and hopefully it is positive and it is all for the good of the club. Eventually,
Exactly.
what we need is, let's say, next year, or maybe in the summer window as well, the club starts getting good trades, getting nice players. They make money on the exits that are going to happen as well. Eventually, when the season starts, we start playing well, we start performing to the levels that we know we can. Then this, whatever happened this season, will be forgotten. If we
Yes.
end up, let's say, for example, next year at this time, if we are sitting and we are discussing Newcastle is, let's say, second or third or maybe somewhere in the chance of winning the title, again, very hopeful. I know it is not happening, very optimistic. But अगर ये चीज अगले साल हो रही होगी, we won't remember anything that is happening this season. We'll completely forget. We'll be looking for a knighthood for Eddie Howe.
Yeah, 100%. अगर हो गया तो मिलेगा भी, क्यों नहीं मिलेगा, first of all. And one game a week will definitely gonna help us, and you know Eddie Howe is the boss of this thing. एक game a week दे दो, वो आपको फुटबॉल ऐसे खिलाएगा भी, आप you will be looking at one of the best teams in the league.
Hopefully it all happens. Fingers crossed. Amen, as they say.
So मैं comments लेता हूँ, we will wrap up the stream. It was just a winning celebration stream. United New Brighton हमारी बोगी team, one of the बोगी team 3-1 से हरा दिया है.
Who was your man of the match yesterday, or was it Bruno Guimaraes, as we saw on the slide?
मैं तो ब्रूनो को ही मानूंगा. Bruno.
I would say I'll give it to William Osula.
ओसूला 100%. ओसूला तो मतलब ऑब्वियस दिखता ही है. आई थिंक, आई डोंट नो मिला किसको है, ओसूला को ही मिला.
I don't know as well. Osula, the next
Osula was
person-
ripping apart their back line. Osula, because Osula to this kind of games, if you play Osula in this kind of back lines, he would be winning most of the times.
Definitely, that is. Hopefully, it comes to fruition next year as well, and for the next 3 matches as well. I want Osula to play next to Voltamada. I want that to be tried, because Voltamada likes playing with players around him, and Osula is one guy who is difficult for the defenses to track.
Yeah.
So, and with what we saw in the last match as well, Voltamada connects really well. He can see the passes which no other strike partner can. So he will be able to locate Osula in that ways, and possibly ये एक अच्छा outcome हो सकता है. I want this to be tried, but again, it's on Eddie Howe if he does it or not.
बलविंदर भाई बोल रहे हैं, वरना 14 आते ये तो कैरिक था, एंड टोनाली दे दो ना सस्ते में, टोनाली ले लो ना तो 100 मिलियन में.
हाँ, पैसे दो, टोनाली लो, कोई बात नहीं.
ऐसे भी माइनू को सपोर्ट चाहिए, उगारते ले लो फ्री में. आई डोंट नो अबाउट उगारते, बट टोनाली यू विल गेट नॉट इन लेस देन 80.
पैसे दो, टोनाली लो, उगारते फ्री में, हम फिर भी ले लेंगे, कोई बात नहीं.
नहीं खेलना was a major setback for the Albion. Absence of a leader.
Maybe. Eventually, he came back on the field.
Brighton is a better equipped team. They are more smarter team. I think Brighton को लोग मतलब why they are not getting eyeballs. They are one of the best projects in Premier League. They are always on upper trajectory. वो कभी नीचे की तरफ देखते ही नहीं है. They make good revenue. They are very active. Their managers are good. Their player recruitment is good. They are the club to be studied.
Brighton and Bournemouth, both, they are doing really well. Brighton especially is a management lesson in the Premier League.
So I think now there were 5 to 6 people watching now. 3 जो भी लोग देख रहे हैं, if you are watching later. So this is a second episode, not very well prepared, I know. The Indian Magpie Show. Please like the stream, subscribe the channel if you have not. I saw मतलब subscribers बड़े थे, and after I don't know what stream 4 to 5 people unsubscribed, but it's okay. This is a part of a game, but please subscribe and we will keep on becoming. कुछ तो IPL हो गया ना रचित भाई, तो ऊपर से that I am trying something, so it's taking a lot of toll, and I live by myself as of now, so I cannot do 2 jobs and then this and then everything, so that's why I'm a bit inconsistent, but 20 से 25 दिनों की बात है, and back to the basics, maybe 1 to 2 streams per week and more regular in a better way.
That's
thank you so
perfectly
much जो भी
fine.
देख रहे
I'm
हैं,
sure your effort would be
subscribe करें
visible
आप,
to everyone.
and Balwinder bhai, thank you so much. I was staying intact all the time. I know you are Manchester United fan, but you are one of the core subscriber of this channel. Doesn't matter, ये stream होगी, Balwinder bhai यहाँ होंगे. Thank you so much. Bournemouth तो absolute banger, except their forward Evanilson बेकार है. वो उनकी third choice होगी, third या fourth choice team में होगा ब्राजील की. I hope हम Evanilson को ना target करके ले आए, because he is from Bournemouth and you know we love Bournemouth player.
We love Bournemouth players and Bournemouth managers and anything and everything from Bournemouth. Nah,
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't. If he comes, he'll be a 4th striker or 5th striker, or like Mark Gillespie of our goalkeepers.
हाँ, वो coach बन गए हैं. He is the manager now.
नहीं, that is Elliot. That is
Rudy,
that is
or
not-
I don't know who. The one of the goalkeeper is going to he gonna manage the club now.
नहीं, that is, I think, Elliot. Wo, not right now. He's our goalkeeper from the past. I think retired 5-6 years back, and now he's manager.
Oh, okay. I thought he is one of the current squad.
Gateshead managers, I think.
Yeah.
Rob Elliott.
United bye and Brighton वाला manager 31 साल का youngest permanent manager है IPL में. Yes, agreed.
Fabian Hustler.
So मिलते हैं next time. Thank you so much all the guys for connecting. See you until next time. How with the lads. Thank you, Balwinder bhai.